Introduce yourself, tell us your name and DOC number.
Livermore, 22-12-12.
All right, Mr. Livermore, you're here today. Let me read some identifying information. We're trying to get your folks who want to participate. We have your sister-in-law, Kathy Livermore, and your brother, Carl. Carl is trying to connect to audio. He wants to speak on your behalf. So, Mr. Livermore, you're a 6th felony offender, currently serving a 30-year sentence. You were sentenced in July 2014 for simple burglary, as a habitual offender, simple burglary, aggravated flight, aggravated obstruction of a highway, that was habitual, possession of cocaine, and sell, distribute, or possess legend drugs. You received various sentences for each of those, but it's a total of 30 years DOC time. Your parole eligibility date, September 5th, 2021. Your good time date is in March of 2043. Does all that sound correct to you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is a rehearing, so you know the process. Your case has been assigned to Mr. Roche. Would you answer his question?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Livermore.
Good morning.
Nice seeing you again.
Yes, sir. Same here.
Good. Do you know how often an offender is denied, and when he comes back for rehearing, he gets the same panel? The same 3 persons sat on your panel in 2021, is that correct?
That's correct.
And your last hearing was on February 24th, 2021. You were denied by a vote of 2-1, and I was the culprit. And hope you have better luck today.
I pray we do.
Okay. You were denied based upon you being having an extensive criminal background. You've been convicted of 6 felonies, a terrible supervision record. You've been revoked at least 6 times. You have a high risk assessment, and you express opposition from law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
That's about right.
That sounds right, but
So basically, none of those things have changed. None of those things have changed. But
Yep.
we're going to see what you've done since the last hearing. So let's concentrate on the period between 2021 and now. How many programs have you completed since your last hearing?
since my last hearing, I completed the Tyro program, which was leadership skills. And I also got the certification through headquarters to facilitate such programs that they have there, which I was a facilitator for NAAA up until the pandemic. And I've also taken Cage of Rage. And actually, I'm maxed out on everything. I'm up to 950 days of CTRP credits. The last time I was here, I was up before the board. I had 765 days, I believe. So now I'm told I'm maxed out. There's nothing else I can really earn. But
I'm not seeing 950 days of credit. That's outstanding. You've been at Rayburn for 6 years. You live in an honor dormitory. How many write-ups have you had since the last hearing?
I haven't had any write-ups in over 4 years.
Okay. Have you participated in any organization since the last parole hearing?
Publication. Other than church, you know, church and the program that I've taken.
Okay. Have you facilitated any program?
I facilitate the AANA.
Okay. So any other community service?
No, sir. Other than that, no, sir.
Okay. One victim? Give me some input on his performance and behavior since the last hearing.
Well, just go back and give you the whole history on him. We did a waiver on Kris 4 years ago to make him a trustee. He's been working as a trustee here. I mean, he had too much time, but we did the waiver to make him a trustee. He's not eligible to go off the grounds based on the amount of time he's got to serve, but he works for us pretty much 7 days a week. He's one of our main tractor drivers. We use him all the time. He's in our honor program. He does have, on the record I have, he has completed enough factors to get 950 days good time credit, even though he doesn't, it's not a, he's maxed out, he's gone over. We did have a couple of situations back at the tractor shed that we became aware of, and we were, during our investigation, he distanced himself from all that. It was things that in the past he may have been involved in, but we were able to clear all that up. I mean, I've got to speak up for him today.
Now, Warren, can you replace Mr. Livermore?
I can probably find somebody else who can drive a tractor, but not as with the, Kris has been loyal to us out there. He is, and y'all denying him would help us out, but I'm not going to go there with him. I can find somebody else to drive a tractor, but I can't find anybody else who's been as honest and dependable and reliable as he's been. I don't figure.
I'll be willing to teach the next guy before I leave, if that's okay.
Warren Bacon, you might have to start looking. Thank you, Madam Chair.
We
All
figured
right.
as much. We figured as much.
All right, I see that Mr. Carl is here. We'd like to hear from him now. If you're still on mute, sir.
See him up there.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
I'm not really savvy on these phones. I'm glad I have you. No, he's my brother, and he works with me. He works hard. He's a good kid. He's a good guy. I miss him so much. I need him here. I'm gonna make him work when he gets here. I'm gonna make him work hard. When we go there, when we speak on the phone, he's very, very soft-spoken. I mean, he has no harsh words, anything like that. He's probably kicks me in the butt and gets me going on a down day more than I would have done in the past and all that. But I hope that the board seeks that he's served all he has and done all he had to do. And I really believe that he's ready for the real world again. And I would appreciate it if y'all would consider it. I really would.
Yes, sir, and thank you. And we do have a record, a letter in the record from
Yes, ma'am.
your sister-in-law. Yeah. All right, well, we appreciate you both being here today. Mr. Kris, is there anything you'd like to say to us before we vote?
I would just like to say that I'm sorry to the victims and everybody that's been affected by my actions back then. That's not the person sitting here today. I put the work in. I've been honest and truthful to myself. And I'm just ready to go home and see my family. I'm sorry to everybody. I wish I could change the hands of time and go back and do it all over again, because I would have made much better decisions, but I can't do that. The only thing I can do is fix myself moving forward. And I feel in my heart of hearts, I've done that. I'm 63 years old. I want to spend the rest of my life with my family. And I would appreciate all y'all's consideration towards this parole. I really would. I appreciate it. I just want to take all you get.
All right, well, in case you decide to Mr. Roche, he's gonna be voting first.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Livermore, based on the outstanding remarks by Warren Bickham, you have no disciplinary issues in the last 4 or 5 years. And my vote is to grant your request today. And I'm going to use the same conditions as Mrs. Wise gave you on the first hearing. I want you to have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. I want you to attend AA meetings. At first, 90 meetings in 90 days. 90 meetings in 90 days. After the 90 days, I want you to attend 3 times a week. I want you to report to your parole officer weekly for the first 90 days. That's in conjunction with your NAAA. Be familiar with your parole officer. So that is your safety valve. If anything goes wrong, your parole officer is your friend and will help you, and not someone who's trying to put you back again.
Understand?
And then after 6 months, when all of the NA is finished on a daily basis, I want you to do 4 hours of community service. Get with your pastor, get with your parole officer, and do some kind of community service 4 hours a month. Good luck.
Thank you. Hey, just by the way, that was some of the goals.
You gotta vote, you gotta finish vote, Mrs. Wise.
All right, Mr. Kris, I'm delighted to be able to vote to grant you for a second time. You have a good transition plan with your good family support. The warden comments were positive, and the ones that he spoke up for you, and 950 hours of programming. I do want to state that in the investigation that probation parole did, one of your victims wants $828 in restitution. So when you get back to the office, begin working on that when you get out in the community. After a year or so, just start trying to plow away at that. Like you said, you want to help, you want to give back to the community. Best wishes to you, sir.
All right, my vote is the same. So, parole today, you better thank Warden Bickham then. You better work real fast on training somebody. You got just a little time to do. Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much.